reviewers! Welcome to the part 2 of our topic about verbs. So once again, like what we have done before, please prepare your notes for we are still have a lot to discuss about. Okay, so we have the verb tenses. So verb tenses tell us how an action relates to the flow of time. So there are three main verb tenses in English. We have the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. So the present, past, and future tenses are divided into four aspects. We have the simple, progressive, perfect, and perfect progressive. Okay, so here is a chart showing the different kind of verb tenses together with the rules and examples. So first, let's discuss about the simple tense. For the past tense, the rule is subject plus past simple or the verb plus ed. For the present, we have the subject plus verb. Since it is in a present, it's added with s. Then for the future, the subject plus will plus the verb. So examples are past tense, D went to the market. Present tense, D goes to the market. Future tense, D will go to the market. Okay, moving on to the progressive tense. The rules for the past tense is subject plus was or were plus verb ing, meaning verb plus the suffix ing or ing. For the present tense, the rule is subject plus am or is or are plus verb ing. And then for the future, we have the subject plus will plus be plus verb ing. So examples. Past tense, D was going to the market. Then for the present tense, D is going to the market. Then for the future tense, D will be going to the market. Another one we have for the perfect tense. The past tense rule is subject plus had plus past participle. So we have D had gone to the market. For the present tense, we have subject plus have or has plus the past participle. D have gone to the market. And then for the future tense, subject plus will plus have plus past participle, meaning D will gone to the market. So again, past tense, D had gone to the market. Present tense, D have gone to the market. And then for the future tense, D will gone to the market. Okay, for the last aspect is we have for the perfect progressive tense. The rule for the past tense is subject plus had plus been plus verb ing. Present tense rule, subject plus have plus has plus been plus verb ing. And then for the future tense rule, we have subject plus will plus have plus been plus verb ing. Okay, the examples are for the past tense, D had been going to the market. Present tense, D have been going to the market. And then for the future tense, D will have been going to the market. Okay, so before we proceed to the next slide, let us do a recap first about the different four aspects of the parts of the tenses. We have the simple, meaning it's just a simple verb being in the past tense, future tense, and the present tense. For the progressive, it's still the same with the simple tense, but then only that the verb is added with the suffix ing or the ing. For the perfect tense is we have the past participle, added past participle, whether it be in the past tense, future tense, or present tense, the verb is still in the past. And then for the perfect progressive, you just have to add been and then put ing or ing suffix to the verb. Okay, so moving on to the verb forms. Alright, so for each verb form, there are several uses. So let's start with the first verb form, which is the ing or the ing form. So it is used in progressive verb tenses with auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. So examples are, I am baking cookies. I was sleeping when he left. So another use is to form gerunds. So it serves as nouns or the subject of the sentence. Examples are, singing is her passion. Traveling alone is exciting. Resting is necessary. So as what you can see, singing, traveling, and resting are verbs, but they are considered nouns in these sentences. Next is it is also used after a preposition. We have Zia is bad at taking notes. For the last use for the ing form, we have verbs with ing can be used as adjectives as well. So the blushing girl is in love. Console the crying lady. So blushing and crying are the adjectives in this situation. Next is we have the infinitive form. Infinitive form can be used after verb plus direct object. So an example is, the teacher asked the students to behave. So it is asked, the verb is asked, and then the direct object are the students. Okay? Next is we have used after some adjectives. It was impossible to finish the race in an hour. He was not wrong to call out his sister. Okay, for the last use of the infinitive form is it is used to state the purpose of the clause, meaning she is rushing to the hospital to get checked. Dave went home to rest. Okay, what is the purpose for that? Is that meaning she is rushing to the hospital to get checked, meaning it could be an emergency, and then Dave went home to rest, meaning rest, so napapagod na si Dave. So ang purpose niya ay uuwi. Okay, next one is we have the past participle. So the first use of the past participle is to use it with have auxiliary verbs in active voice, meaning Mr. Cruz has written his final will. The brothers have said their piece. Okay, next, it could also be used after be auxiliary verbs. She was forgotten by her son, and then the notebook was written by Nicholas Sparks. Okay, next one is we have sometimes used as an adjective. He is the rising king. You are the chosen one. Okay, we have, take note that the verbs used here are has, have, was, is, and are. So they are also called the linking verbs or the connecting verbs that connects the subject to its main verb. Okay, so next is we have the simple past tense. So what could be a simple past tense? Okay, so we have here rules for regular verbs and its example. We have verbs ending in E plus D. So care becomes scared. Mince becomes minced. So just take note or see on the screens that the verbs are changed into its past principle. Next, verbs ending in consonant plus Y is to change Y to I plus ED. We have carry to carried, study to studied. Okay, so like nouns, regular verbs also has its own past tense. So next, verbs ending in vowel plus Y, then add E. We have play to played, then stray to strayed. Also, we have verbs with one syllable, single vowel, and ending in single consonant. We have to, the rule is we have to double the final consonant plus add ed. Okay, like prod, we have prodded. Fit, fitted. Tip, tipped. So instead of just adding ed, we doubled or inulit natin yung last letter. For the prod, doble na yung D. fit, doble na yung T, tip, doble na yung T, and then we add ed. Next, verbs with two syllable, stress on second syllable and ending in single consonant. The rule would be double the final consonant plus ed. So it's still the same with the first rule. With the previous rule, we have defer to deferred and commit to committed. Dinoble pa rin yung last letter and then we add. Okay, so moving on, we go to irregular verbs. So what could be irregular verbs? Okay, so we have examples here, several examples for irregular verbs. So like irregular nouns, we also have irregular verbs. We have here the base, meaning that is the verb itself, meaning it could be in a present tense, then simple past, and then past participle. Always remember that when the word or the verb is in its past participle, it really changes everything in its word. We do not just add es or change y to I or something. The word really changes. We have here choose, simple past, chose becomes chosen. Break, broke, broken. Okay? So parang tingnan natin dito yung past participle niya is nagbago yung, may iba na nagbago yung word, may iba rin na pareho pa rin, and then may iba na dinagdagan lang ng isang letra sa hulihan. So while I am reading the examples here, try to distinguish alin yung mga nagbago, alin yung nadagdagan lang, at alin ang nag-retain. So next, we have rise to rose to risen, drive to drove to driven, buy, bought, still bought, bring, brought, brought, then build, built, built. We also have for the next batch is lose, lost, lost, send, sent, sent. Then we have here, the following words are still the same with the base, simple past, and the past participle. We have read, 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 set, 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 then let, let, let. Then here it changes. It becomes get, got, gotten, forgot, forgot, forgotten. Okay. Another one. We still have here the lie. Base is lie, simple past, lay, then past participle, lay. Speak, spoke, spoken. Leave, left, still left. Begin, began, begone. Run, ran, run. Then we also have pay, paid, paid. Say, said, said. We also have think, thought, thought. Fight, fought, fought. Then write, wrote, written. So a tip for you to be able to distinguish the right verbs or the right words to use in your sentences is that you really have to know or to understand the thought of your sentences so that mababagay mo. Parang you have to balance what is parang sa pandinig mo kung maayos ba yung pagkakagawa ng sentence mo. Kasi minsan talaga hindi naman yan nasa rule. Nandyan yan sa construction ng iyong sentence kung papaano mo may po-portray o may ko-convey yung ibig mong sabihin sa iyong mga sinulat or mga sinabi or sa iyong mga sentences. So it's good that you should be familiar with the different parts of speech. So the different parts of speech are we have discussed already about noun, and then now we have two parts for the discussion of the verbs. And then for our next videos, there are still many more parts of speech to be discussed. Okay, so here ends my presentation about the verbs. I hope you have learned a lot from this because malawak talaga ang topic about verbs. So if you want to refresh the previous discussion about verbs, you can visit our previous video and then you just have to review again what you have learned, and of course, always remember the emphasis or the keywords for that particular types of verbs and for the rules and forms of verbs, okay? So thank you so much for listening and watching. Next time, we will be going to another mysterious but quite interesting topic about the parts of speech.